Hey everybody, welcome back to Disturbing Creations DIY, and today I got a really good one for you to save some money. So I put these new windows into this property that we have, but I just put caulking around the outside to kind of secure it so no air or moisture would go through. But now we're at the point that we want to make it look a little better and cover this up. So what you're going to do is you're going to get what's called brick molding. Now this comes in wood and it also comes in like a PVC plastic. I decided since we have composite windows, which are like a PVC fiberglass mixture, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go with that PVC plasticky type. Now the PVC plasticky type will last a lot longer than the wood because it doesn't rot. But if you live in a very hot climate like South Texas or South Florida, check on the internet first and see if it's too hot for the PVC, because if it's 110 degrees for 2 days, it might warp a little bit, and that's just a tip for you. But up in the Northeast where I live, it maybe gets to about 95 at the max, so we're not going to have a problem with that. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and measure the window here from the corner to the corner on the bottom, and those will be the inside corners of your 45 cuts. Now when we're getting ready to do the cuts on the saw, I'm going to show you how to do the 45s and why to measure, because if you do the outside, then it'll be too short. But we're going to go all through that. And then we're going to measure from the top here to the top here. So once we measure and cut and I put it up here and it works, then I don't even measure the other piece. I just lay this piece on top of another and cut it out exactly where it's going to go, and it makes the time fly by a lot quicker. Now, if you have a bunch of windows that are all the same size, you really only need to do one good measuring, put it up here, everything matches. It's going to match all the other windows, but make sure you measure all your windows just one last time, because I have a window that's the width is 41, and then there's three of those windows are the same in the front of the house, and then one window in the kitchen is 38 and a half by 41 and a half special made. So if I thought they were all the same because they're a ½ inch difference, not going to work. So let's go right ahead. I'm going to show you the saw and the brick molding. Let's get some work done. So I put these two totes outside because I don't have a working table, and the saw here, um, you can use this or you can use one of those hand circular saws. Because I got this is probably 10 years ago, but I just got a new blade. This is probably 10 or 15-year-old saw. I don't use it all that much, but it does save a lot of money to do it yourself. The saw is about 4 inches high. So we want to make sure that we have a 4-inch stack, which is two 2x4s, so it'll lay flat. You don't want to get mixed or weird cut corners. So I took measurements of everything that I needed. You know, the large window 48 by 82 and a half, three front windows 80 by 41. But then let's look at this kitchen window is 38 and a half by 41 and a half. It's just a little bit off. I don't even know why, because I don't remember buying this. Maybe they gave me this window by accident, or it was so close they didn't even realize it. But if I would have cut four windows at 3841, this window half and a half, I would have had to like fill it with something, caulking or something, and you want to make your measurements correct all at the same time. So we got our measurements, we have our saw out, we have our little makeup table going on. Let's grab a piece of this brick molding. So this is what's called brick molding, and it's a little thicker that goes against the window and then it tapers down. This has an air chamber in it as well, so that this doesn't freeze or crack or whatever. So this is nice molding. It's also made out of PVC plastic, so it's not wood. It's not going to rot in 10 years or 15 years, however long it takes. So I got myself set up here. I have the piece that I want to cut. And as you can see, I'm just doing this with makeshift stuff that I have in the house. This tote and that tote over there are actually for my laundry clothes. This is the colored one and that's the white one, so I can do laundry. But I didn't have a table, so you got to make something. I'm doing these projects so that you don't have to spend money, and that I can prove that anyone can just do this. You know what I mean? So if I was gonna, I'm gonna look up how much it would have cost me to have all the windows that we do, not the whole house because I'm not ready for that, but just the ones that we do today and tomorrow, I'm gonna get an estimate. And let's say the estimate is like $400. Well, I think this saw was $130, something like that. So I've already got the saw for 130, and I have to look up how much the brick molding was because I just have so much of it to use on this project and that. But I'm gonna get the square footage of how much we use and get the price of this and the price of this, and I guarantee you, what you would have paid someone to go do this job, you would get more yourself. Like, well, I guess the brick molding comes with the job, so I guess well, I have to include that in what I buy. I buy the saw, I buy the molding, I have to buy the screws, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna show you how to get the saw for free. Now, always wear your PPE. I would also say to wear some kind of eyewear and some noise wear, some ear wear, whatever. Saw's not too loud, but I'm just doing this for your advantage. So, but you see here, 82. Now, if you would have did 82 from the top, you see if you take this line directly up, it would be here, 82. And then you're missing like a lot, 2 inches or so. So always do what you need to do. Take your time, do it once. You know, you're not doing this every day. This is a DIY channel for people to try to save money, learn tricks, build their confidence, and it's gonna look great. You know, you're gonna save a lot of money. So let's get some more work done, and then I will show you how to drill this and then nail this in with a finishing nail. All right, so I cut my first piece. It's on the other side. I turned the saw. This one is a very long one, so you cannot mess this one up. It's 82.5. It's not like you're making short pieces that are 48 or 22 and you could just, you know, throw that little piece out, because you're paying for this by the foot. $1, $2, whatever it is now, you know? So we got our measure, you know, 82.5 here. We looked at it and we have our measuring tape. Now I set it to 82.5 here. And then I line it up all the way back here on the inside. Remember, always on the inside. And then I kind of held it in place because this one's so long, you know, it needs 2 people. And then when I got up to 82.5, I went a ½ inch more to 83 and I marked it here with my pencil. So we got everything that we're supposed to be. I cut the other side. So now we bring the inside to where the slot is. You never cut, if you mark this all the way around, you know, straight, then you don't cut it here because it's going to cut too far in. So I only mark the side that's the inside. That's why I flipped the saw as well, so I never mess up and cut 2 diangles the wrong way. All right, so now I'm going to take this up there and make another mark where I need to be. So actually I want to show you something that happened here. I'm going to bring the camera in because I want you to see why I did that in the first place. So I thought it was so perfect, but it cut in another 2 millimeters because the saw is about 2 millimeters thick. If I can get it to focus on what the saw blade itself is, about 2 millimeters thick. So it cut a little extra off. But now I'll be over here, so I know the cut rate. You'll see. Let's go look. Okay, so I'm up on this ladder, trying to do this big bay window. This is where we're at. I have the piece of molding on here, have it locked all the way down, and I'm going to show you the little overlay and how to mark it off. So this is the piece of molding that we're going to put on, and I want to make sure that it's right on here. It's got to be perfect, you know what I mean? Right. So that's pretty good right there, you know? And then the molding will go over. Oh, sorry, I'm on the ladder. Maybe I'll fall off and we'll have a blooper. And then I'm gonna take my pencil, mark it on the bottom. So you don't want to mark it right here. You just want to slide it around the bottom so you know exactly where you're at. And then we're gonna take this molding off and we're gonna cut that one little piece, drill some holes in it, and then we're gonna start tapping it in. And what looks better, that or that crap? That everyone can just kind of see. Looks terrible, right? This is gonna look 1,000 times better. 1,000 times. It really puts the value of your house up. All right, I'm gonna go drill some holes in this, cut that last little piece off, and we're gonna get the finishing nails ready. So this is where we had marked, and this is where it actually is, and it feels like it's just a little under 82.5, so but a little over 82.25. So that looks more like 3, I don't know, might have just been 82, but I'm gonna go with the line, the center line here, and cut it again. So you see I'm cutting it this way, so you want to line this side up with the bottom, because you see whatever the slit goes, the slit follows the blade. The blade's going this way, so we're measuring on the bottom. So this is where we're going to cut. Then I'm going to drill some holes in this with a small little drill, and then I'm going to get the pin nails out over here, the little ball peen hammer. Got the drill already ready, and we're going to keep going. All right, so we're going to get kind of close to the edge here, but not real close. I try to do at least an inch in and a ½ inch away. But you're just going to take your standard wood drill bit. I'm sure they make PVC drill bits, but this one is so small, it works great. And just kind of figure out where I want to go. Make sure it's on drill. Start slow so it doesn't move and scratch. You see it's already digging in. Down, up, down, up. So I go in, I drill while I go in, I drill while I pull out, and then I do a quick one just to get all these little curlies out of there so there's no problem. Make sure you go all the way through on the other side. So, okay, we went through the other side. And then I take it doesn't have to be, I don't know if Bright Finish is a name brand or whatever, but somebody gave me a bunch of these. Like I have so many, I have like this left. These are called 6D 2-inch. So I try to get something that's like as thick as the molding and then just like a little more to catch. And then what I'll do is I'll start these first, you know, here. Don't want them to go all the way out. So I only want to get it in enough to where it's starting to the wood so it lays flush. And then when I get up there, all the nails are in there. You're not going to drop any. You're not going to leave them on the ground. You're not going to do any of that. You don't have to carry them with you, stick them in your mouth, whatever. You just start them here. Just go easy, you know. And I feel that on my finger just a little bit right there, a little tap. And then we're good. And then I'll do the other two. So I got two kind of in the middle scattered, and then two at the very end. And I'm just using this wee little hammer. So you don't have to get crazy with this. But also, when you tap this down with the hammer, you don't want to hit the molding. So I'm going to show you this little thing that I put on here. I forget what it's called, a punch. Like when you punch out a roll pin. And then I put that on the head when it gets really close, and then I just tap that because I don't want to get any damage into the molding itself. You want to put the molding on and have it look beautiful. You don't want to put the molding on, bang all over it, have dents, and then have to put some plaster in this and then paint it. You're just making more work for yourself. So just do it slow the first time, and then every time it's going to work out. It's going to work out, I'm telling you. Just if you're not sure about drilling and tapping one of these through, try to get the drill bit the same size as this. So I put the drill bit up to it. I have the drill bit and I have the nail. And I go like this, and then I go like this. And if it looks like they're even Steven on both sides, one's not bigger than the other, then that's what I use. Because I just want this to slide nicely, and then it has a head on it that's a little fatter, so that's where it stops at, and then it holds this tight. I don't want to crack this, and then whatever's left is just a nail. You just tap it in, you know? So, it slides right in, and it's tight. I can't pull it out. Oh, I can pull it out with my hand. Oh, look at that. Stronger than I thought. Don't you tell anybody. You know? Still a disabled vet. And then I'm gonna do the last one, and then we're gonna go over into the front and we're gonna tap it in and see what it looks like before and after. I think it's gonna look beautiful. All right, so we're out at this front window, and as you can see, there's no molding on it right now. So I want to get a before picture and an after picture, and then I'm gonna set the phone down so you guys can just see me put it in. I'm putting it in by myself. So I went and got all my pieces. You see, I preset all my nails. All my nails are preset in. And so nothing's a mess. I just have to hold the piece. Now we're gonna go ahead and go with this longest piece first, the top piece. I'm gonna put that in because I think that that will, if I put that in first, it'll set the two side pieces where they need to be. And I can't put the bottom piece in yet until we expand this. All right, so I took a picture of what the brick molding looks like, so I'll just play that for a second right here. And then now look at the difference. So it was a little higher on the outside. I had to take a little bit more of the asbestos shingle off up there to get the J channel out and to put the proper one in. So all I did was take another long piece of the brick molding and I just lined it straight across. I was thinking maybe I'll cut it and put like a little square on the end, like a decal or design or something. But I think it looks pretty good. It's looking pretty good, you know? So comment down below if you think that I should have did the straight piece on top and then put the angle all the way across. I'm thinking I should have did that now, then do the angle and then put the straight piece across. But it looks great. It looks way different, brick molding. All right, guys, so now that we have all the brick molding put up, the last thing you're going to want to do is get one of these caulking guns or borrow one of these from a buddy. I've got a couple just because I use them all the time, and I think I've never bought one. I think people have actually just giving them to me so much, or they just leave them on the job or whatever. I think they're very cheap. You could probably buy one of these for $5. The stuff on the inside, you're either going to use white or clear. I would use white with this white molding, and make sure that you get what's called paintable as well. You'll read it here on the instructions on the tube. Paintable just means if you paint around the house or you want to like line up the color, the paint really nice, you can do that as well. But I put this and then I just do around the side. I take my finger and I just, you know, close up any little gap or any little bridge between the two pieces of wood, and you're good to go. So I hope this saved you guys some money, built your confidence. I hope this helps you out building the houses or projects that you're doing. You can make side money by just, you know, practicing doing a couple of these on your home. And if you like it, do it on a friend's house for free. Share a video with someone that needs this kind of stuff. And if you did learn something on any of these videos, please comment down below. I just like to hear that somebody's doing well. Or if you have a question, hey, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I cut wood the same way? What blade do you recommend for me to cut the wood besides the plastic? What about if I use the nail gun? What about the temperature? What about anything you have a question for? Please leave a comment down below. I'll be happy. That's what I'm doing this for. I'm not getting monetized on this channel yet. So I'm doing all these projects. So I'm just trying to help other people learn how to save money and do it as well. We'll get monetized one day, but you know, we're on our way. So share the video, give us a like, juice the algorithm a little bit, help us out. All right, have a great day. So let's take a little sneak peek of a video we're working on right now and take this opportunity to hit that like button, subscribe, and share some of these videos that are going to help you and your friends save money. You got a window at home that a bird flew in or one of your kids hit the wiffle ball bat into by accident and it's broken like this? Pull this glass out yourself. I'm spending $10 on a piece of glass and some caulking and putting a new piece all the way in. And the inside glass is already good still. Come check us out on our long video. We're doing a long video on how to do this DIY channel. Subscribe.